Good morning all. In this session, we can discuss about the isometric view of a hexagonal prism of base 30 mm and height 60 mm, which is lying on one of its rectangle face with axis perpendicular to VP. Okay, so here we are going to draw the isometric view of a hexagonal prism of base 30 and axis 60. The condition given is which is lying on one of its rectangle face with axis perpendicular to VP. Okay. So here we have to draw the isometric view of a hexagonal prism. So now I'm showing a pentagonal prism which is resting on one of its rectangular face with axis perpendicular to VP. Okay, axis is perpendicular to VP. So suppose there is a hexagonal prism. If the hexagonal prism is resting on one of its rectangular face with axis perpendicular to VP, you can see that the end face is visible in the front view. Okay, so in this case the end face can be represented in front view. That is, the front view of this given solid is a hexagon in this question. So here I am showing a pentagonal prism. So the front view of this pentagonal prism is a pentagon. So if it is a hexagonal prism, the front view will be a hexagon. And also when we draw the front view, we have to start with, you can see that it is resting on one of its rectangular face. So when we project this edge, the front view of that edge will be on XY line. So when we start the front view, so you have to start with this base side which is on XY line. Okay, and the corresponding front view of the given solid, corresponding top view of the given solid is a rectangle. Okay, corresponding top view is a rectangle. So here we have to draw the front view first. That is, in the given position, the front view is a hexagon. So we have to start with this base side which is on XY line. So we have to start with the base side, this base side initially which is on XY line. Okay, then you complete the hexagon. Complete the hexagon by taking angle equal to 120 degree. You can complete the hexagon like this. Okay, and name the coordinates as a dash 1 dash, then b dash 2 dash, c dash 3 dash, d dash 4 dash, e dash 5 dash, and f dash 6 dash, and draw the corresponding top view. And you know, the corresponding top view of the given solid is a rectangle. Okay, so you complete the rectangle by projecting the line in the downward direction and locate the point 1A by taking the height equal to the height of the prism and complete the rectangle. Okay, so if you project the point 1 in the downward direction, we can take this point as 1 and this point is point as A, because the face which is nearer to the observer is A, B, C, D, E, F. So this point is A. Okay, similarly, in the top view, when we look at the object from the top view, in the top view 6 is visible and 2 is not visible. So we can represent this point as 6 in bracket 2. Similarly, this point is F is visible, B is not visible, so F in bracket B. Similarly, this point is 5, 3 and this is E in bracket C, and last edge is 40. So we can take any convenient distance from XY line and to complete the top view. So this is the first step. You have to complete the front view and the corresponding top view. Okay, so here we are drawing the front view that is a hexagon in front view, because the axis of the solid is perpendicular to VP. If the axis is perpendicular to VP and if the solid is resting on one of its rectangle face, then the hexagon face or the end face can be visible only in front view. So we are starting with the hexagon in front view and draw the corresponding top view, that is a rectangle. Okay, so after that, you know, as in all cases, here also we have to enclose or inscribe the hexagon, that is the end face, inside a box. Okay, so you draw the box and name the corners of the base as, or the box as 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is the first step. Okay, then after that we have to draw the isometric view. So for that, initially, as in all cases, you can draw the baseline. Draw the baseline. Initially you draw the baseline and locate any point, say 1 or 2 on this baseline. 1 or 2 on this baseline. Okay, then next step is we have to draw this box here. So for that, all horizontal line in isometric view or isometric projection, you know, all horizontal lines will make an angle 30 degree with baseline. Okay, and all vertical line will remain as vertical in isometric view and isometric projection. So for that, the line in front view, the line which are parallel to XY lines are horizontal line, and the perpendicular lines, that is the line which are perpendicular to XY lines, are vertical lines. So initially you locate point 1 and draw the line 1, 2, this line which is inclined 30° to baseline, inclined 30° to baseline, and draw the base side of the box 1, 4, this side which is perpendicular to baseline. Draw this side which is perpendicular to base side. Then you complete the box. That is 2, 3 also you can draw which is perpendicular to baseline. Then you complete the box. Okay. Then next step is you locate all the points, say A on this base, then B, C, D, E and F by taking the same distance from the front view. From this figure you take the same distance, and you know the first point is on 1, 4, so locate point A on 1, 4. Okay, similarly locate B, C, D, etc. Then next step is we will locate point, the axis point O. So the axis point O can be located by drawing diagonal lines of the box. So you just draw the diagonal lines of the box like this. You can draw the diagonal lines and locate point O. Then after that, here the axis is parallel to horizontal plane. That means it is a horizontal line. So all horizontal line will make an angle 30° with baseline in isometric view and isometric position. So when we draw the axis in isometric view or isometric position, that should be inclined 30° to baseline. Okay, so through point O you can draw a line which is parallel to XY line, and from that line you can draw the axis line, that is OP, at an angle 30° to baseline. Okay, draw this axis line which is 30° to baseline. Then after that, through all the points you can draw, that is from point A you can draw the line A1 which is parallel to the axis line. Then draw B2 which is also parallel to the axis line. Similarly draw C3, then D4 and E5, then F6 also. Okay, draw all line E5, F6 also. Okay, then draw C3 and D4 also. So here C3 and D4 will be dotted lines, so that will we can discuss after drawing the boundary lines. Okay, so you locate all the points 5, 6, then 3, 4, etc. by drawing a line which are parallel to the axis line. Okay, then to complete the isometric view, initially we can draw the boundary line. So we can start from point B. Initially you draw BC, then CD, then DE, E5, 5, 6, then 1, 6 and 1, 2. Okay, then you consider the point which not comes in the boundary in this phase. Okay, so the point which are not lying on boundary are the point 3 and 4 in this case, in this phase. Okay, so the line joined with 3 and 4 should be dotted line, that is 2, 3 should be dotted line, then 3, 4 should be dotted line, then 4, 5 should be dotted line, then 4D and 3C should be dotted line. All other lines should be continuous dark line. So join AB as continuous dark line, then BC, CD, DE, that is already joined, then EF should be continuous line, then FA should be continuous line. Okay, so this way we can complete the isometric view of the given hexagonal prism which is lying on one of its rectangle face with axis perpendicular to VP. Okay, so when we locate the point 2 initially on this baseline, this figure comes towards right side of this baseline. That is, this figure should be inclined towards right like this. Okay, so we can locate either point 1 or 2 on this baseline. Okay, thank you.